The tiny Durley Halt station, once voted the most least likely place to alight at. So let's go and have a look. First, we've got to find it. We'll start at the little village of Botley in Hampshire and head up, taking the Bishops Waltham Road. Although the station was quite distant from Durley village, it was conveniently placed to serve the little hamlets of Calcott and Frogmill. The modest but steady passenger traffic consisted mainly of local shopping trips to Bishops Waltham, Botley, and used by school children and workers at the nearby Durley Mill. The line opened in 1863, but it wasn't until 1881 that there was a construction of a rent-free cottage for the gatekeeper. A small platform and shelter was built in 1910. Passenger traffic didn't last very long, and it closed at the end of 1932. Goods traffic continued in a small way until the very last train passed in April 1962. As we pass the entrance to Durley Mill, there's a convenient place to park on the right, and from there on, it's all on foot. And if it's a day like today, I would bring you Wellingtons. We're following a footpath that runs between Durley Mill past Durley Halt. The footpath actually goes over what was the level crossing at Durley Halt, and this is the only public accessible part. I should add that all the fields on either side and the old trackbed is in private ownership, so please don't trespass. This is a really beautiful part of the countryside. You'll find it runs over the River Hamble. I've done other videos on the River Hamble, so I'll leave a link at the end and in the description, which you might find interesting as it covers some of the mills and the locations along the way. As we walk up the track, it's almost difficult to imagine that this once was used by carts with horses to bring goods to and from the mill and also the railway. I've been visiting this area for some time, and it's quite sad how it's deteriorated over the years. The level crossing gate that once was complete has now all but gone, completely disintegrated. There really is very little to see here anymore, which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, it's been a long time. It's a lovely place to come and have a walk, although if you actually come in for the railway, I think you might be disappointed just how little there is left. After the line closed to passengers in 1932, the platform face was removed and the wall cut back to a slope. Alice Tubbs, who was the last crossing keeper, retired in 1954, and the cottage still existed at least until early 1957, although I'm not quite sure exactly when it was demolished. And as I said previously, the last train passed in 1962, leaving the line to fall back to nature once again. I'd often wondered how it would look if it had survived until the 1960s. So some time ago I did build a small model showing how the layout was if things had carried on. And it was quite interesting to build. I suppose you might call it a bit of a lockdown project in a way. There is ongoing talk about opening the line bed as a footpath between Botley and Bishops Waltham. So let's hope it will.